And the Mountaineers will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kennedy. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Duarte. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, West Virginia.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kennedy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to put it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll give it to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were...
Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Black 24. Black 24.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
First down, West Virginia.
He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. And he breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls it in. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here,
the receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
this is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crispin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On second down, he'll fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, West Virginia 21, Florida State.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. It's a reverse. Bringing the heat. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third down, going up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Crispin. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first position.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Seminoles will move the sticks. You think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard. And
he's got it inside the 35.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Leaves it with the back. Hard running there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the single running back. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, no! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's now 3rd and goal.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on 3rd down.
Yankee blue.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
29 Philly.
Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Fowler. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. To the ground to try to move the chains. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of taking care of the football. I got to know I got the first down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it.
Ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball in the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Handoff from the shotgun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown Seminoles. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to pass on second down. Fires downfield. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the tackle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the running game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCoy. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
In the end zone.
This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
He'll bring it out. It's Fowler. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take a no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone and making a huge play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to the Coyotes. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
At the 15, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
1st down, West Virginia. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll try the run. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gain.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone.
And the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
He'll bring it out. It's Crispin. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. He is having a day in the vernacular of the Seminoles. They just keep chopping.
Just find that guy. Just let him keep working because he's eating. He is making himself open every play. Peter Ward, big-time players make big-time plays, and he is balling.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. fires toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Avoids pressure. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Wide out in motion. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Mountaineers are on the move.
29 Philly, 2-9 Phil, unlock.
Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, West Virginia.
On the double.
Now on 2nd down.
In blue. In blue.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Okay, ready?
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
Cobra. Cut, cut, cut.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag.
On the ready.
Now on 3rd down for this offense.
Jack
Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's plenty of time to work with here, but he lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
He wants to pass it on second down. Looking to scramble. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know